G'day everyone, Erik here from RideWA. Good to have you along again. Right now we are going to talk about what is happening with the race, the way it's structured, where to go, what to do. So yeah, come along for a ride. And don't forget, Merida bicycles. Someone's got the chance on the Saturday to win a brand new Merida dual suspension bicycle. So good luck with that and congratulations if that is you. And don't forget, got some beautiful trophies for first across the line in the Opens, third place in each category for the 70 kilometres. Third place are coasters, and second and first place you get these beautiful chopping boards, all with Wambenja and Synergy Collie River Mountain Bike Marathon engraving. Plus, each and every single person is going to get a beautiful Collie River Mountain Bike Marathon mudguard, and of course across the line you're going to get your finishers medals as well. Every rider wouldn't be a race if you didn't get another number plate, and obviously when you've finished racing, lots of guys and girls hang these up in their shed. On the back of these race number plates, really important, right at the top, emergency contact number. If you have any dramas during the race, call that number. And obviously your race number is on the front, and at the bottom's got our great friends from Synergy and also Parks and Wildlife with their Wambenja trails. And again, big thanks to Merida as well for their support. Signage, probably won't talk much about it the rest of this video, but we have got, obviously, wrong way, go back. They're always pretty important. We're going to take those out into the bush and mark them. All right, moving away, obviously, from the Merida screen. Let's see if this works. It does. Starting Collie. When you get to town, make sure you have read your email that comes out about where to park. You'll need to head up through the traffic lights in town, and at the next intersection, two intersections, there's a roundabout. And on the diagonal of that is the football ground. We need you all to park there so that the locals don't get annoyed that they can't park in the Coles car park or all through the CBD, because there's 500 mountain bikers floating around. So it'd be really good if you could help us out and park in the designated parking up at the footy ground. It is literally from there straight down Harvey Street, and you'll be at Central Park where you have the PCYC, and we're going to do registrations in there because we're not sure what the weather's doing at that stage. So that's first thing in the morning, registrations in town, PCYC, right next to Central Park. You'll see DJ Rev there. He'll be keeping everyone going. The start line is 100 metres down the road on the other side of the traffic lights. If you see Chicken Treat, it's opposite that. You'll see the RideWA commentary trailer. You'll see Richard from Volt Cycles in his van. You'll see Chris Idle from Idle Timing in his timing van as well. And there'll be toilets there and all sorts of stuff. So that's where the race is actually starting. So you're registering in town and then heading over to the start line. So that is in Collie. Any questions, just give us a shout out and we will let you know. Plus you'll be getting a pre-race pack in your emails as well, so keep an eye out for that. From the event village, you will actually ride out towards the Mundabiddi, which is just opposite the cemetery as you drive in the Coldfields Highway. From there, Mundabiddi, you'll head out and you'll cross Patstone Road and get to Mornington Road. There will then be a decision point. Now, I've got to tell you about these decision points. They are a big A-frame sign, 25 kilometres, 35 kilometres, 50 kilometres, 70 kilometres. Make sure you know which course you are doing. The colours of the arrows that are out on course correspond with the distance you're doing. If you're doing the 25 kilometre adaptive course, you are following yellow arrows, 25 kilometres. If you're doing the short course, 35 kilometres, you're following green arrows. If you're doing the 50 kilometre course, you are following the red arrows. If you're doing the 70 kilometre full marathon course, you are following the blue arrows. So this is an example, the first decision point. So these will be around the course where you need to go. So once you cross Mornington Road, all of the full distances 35, 50 and 70 will turn right and go down a trail called Mornington Glory. The adaptive guys and girls will actually keep on going down the Munda and get onto the Arklow adaptive circuit and then come back from there. These arrows, all of the different spots will actually have the arrows pointing in the appropriate directions for you. What you will get then at other points, let's do this. So we've got permanent markers. We don't want you guys doing this, by the way. Let's say, so we have a whole heap of these. So we can actually change them so that we have yellow has 20 kilometers to go, and we might say, well, green's not going there, red's not going there, and blue is not going there. So that would be purely a distance to go for a yellow 25 kilometer rider. So you'll actually see these all around the course. If you're sharing the same course for a section, so a lot of the course, particularly green, red and blue, you'll see the yellow crossed out and then your distance to go for the others. Places where you're not all on the same track, we do of course have all your separate arrows. Blue 70 kilometers, red 50 kilometers, yellow 25 kilometers, and then your green is 35 kilometers. So they will all be showing you which direction you need to take. If you've gone the wrong way, go back. If there's a danger or a caution point or a slowdown point, caution, danger ahead, and we'll have those out on the course before serious technical features. So that is largely the signage done, and we'll explain more to that on the email that comes out as well. Anyway, let's go back to this view here. So this is all the 4 courses on the screen. So very, very quickly, the short course heads out the Munda and goes down, does the adaptive loop, and then comes back out. So that's 25 kilometres. 35 kilometres is a little bit different. When you get across Mornington Road, you'll turn right along with the 50 and 70 kilometre riders, head down Mornington Glory, up Dead Cats, and then go into Rays Trail. And that's where the large portion of the extra 10 kilometres over the 25 kilometre course is made up. Quite a technical little bit, and then you'll rejoin Arklow Adaptive and actually ride back out the same way that the 25 kilometre riders do. 50 kilometres, when they get to the decision point here, so that decision point you will have the green going straight ahead, yellow going straight ahead, and then the 50 and 70 kilometres turning right onto the 220 trail. Now, every time one of these decision point markers is out, there is going to be barricading in front of it. So you ride in through the barricading in an S, it'll slow you down, it'll force you to have a look at this. If you ride through some of the barricading, it means that you are at a decision point. You need to go, I'm doing the 50 kilometre course, I have to turn right, I'm doing 70, I'm turning right, I'm doing 35, I'm going straight ahead, I'm doing 25, I'm going straight ahead. So you need to be very aware, every time you see that barricading, you ride through that, you slow down, that's a decision point. And you need to remember what course you're doing and follow the appropriate coloured arrow. If you're not sure what arrow it is, we have the distance markers on there as well. So make sure you know what you're following on the day. Anyway, decision point there, the 25 and 35 kilometres keep on going around Arklow Adaptive. 50 and 70 kilometres, really great bit of single track. This is the ride out to Harris River Dam, and then you take far lap back in and then head up to Bullant. The top of Bullant for the 50 kilometres, there is another decision point up there. So that's a decision point just for the 50s and 70s. 25 and 35, you don't go up Bullant. You actually continue on and ride back into town on Arklow Adaptive. At the top of the hill, more or less, if you're a 50, you turn left and you head back down Railway Rise and then rejoin the 25 and 35 kilometre riders riding back into town. If you're a 70k rider, you've got an extra 20 kilometres of trail to do, of course. So you actually shoot down to the bottom of Bull Ant rather than turning around. You head across on the Munibidi to Arklow Road. You head up Arklow Road and then you ride some old fire trail back down and join up the Munibidi. Ride down Pet Cemetery. You cross a creek which you might get a little bit wet. We're going to have a look at that, but there is a bit of a creek crossing. No worse than anything you have ever seen in Carry Cup or Cape to Cape. And then you will ride back up Munibidi and then back through the centre of that Arklow section there, and you rejoin, anyone that knows the old trails, you join Jarrah Jaunt and actually ride to the top of Railway Rise, and then you rejoin what the 35 kilometre riders are doing and then join back in to the return, which everyone uses, 25, 35, 50 and 70 kilometres, and then ride back in. I'm going to do a video for each of your individual routes and talk to you about exactly what comes up in what order, rather than go through everything here. It'll get very convoluted. So check back, have a look at those videos. I might even just pop the 4 separate videos in the comments below, or at least put the links in there as well, rather than fill up the social media feed with stuff that you don't necessarily need to see. So that's essentially it. Yellow arrows again for 25, 35 is green, 50 is red, and 70 kilometres is blue. And we look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Don't forget, Merida are giving away a wonderful dual suspension bike. It could be yours by the end of Saturday. So good luck to you, and good luck to all our competitors. Hope you have a great day. Catch you on Saturday.